Hello and good evening, everyone. Welcome to Wednesday, the 22nd of May, Soulful Talk with the School of Conscious Evolution. My name is Daniela Florio, and I am very excited to be here again tonight with two special guests. Okay, so let me introduce you, and I'll bring up the first lady, who is the lovely Debbie King. Hello, Debbie.
Hello, nice to be here.
Hi.
Thank you.
Hi, nice. Thank you so much for being here tonight. It's so lovely, and I don't think we've really worked together before as such. So it's such a pleasure, and I have come to a number of your shows and events and demonstrations, and I really love what you do, and I want to find out a bit more about being a spirit artist, and how we can learn, all of us, to use this special skill and what it means, like the differences, if any, to have this conscious contact with spirit and our guides. On the other side, at the same time, the other guest, she said, who is Sandra Ferreira from the US. She was having some technical issues, so hopefully she will be back with us shortly. So I'd like to start with you, Deb, and I just want to, before I ask you the usual questions about how you started all of this and so on. So, can anyone become a spirit artist?
I believe they can. Yes. I helped quite a lot of people to become. So they couldn't do it, but they can do it. Yes.
Yeah. So, how does it work? What is the type of relationship you would have with your spirit guide so that you can draw? Is it something that your spirit guide would be in life, perhaps would have been someone able to draw so they can tell you how to do it? Or how does it work? Tell us. Imagine that you're talking to a classroom of children. Yeah, I'm a school teacher, so I just want to simplify and reach out to as many people as possible, without any offense for the people that are following us. But how would you explain this, being a spirit artist?
Okay. I've always loved doing drawings, and spirit art has always been something that I've always looked for when I was just doing ordinary spirit work, just doing the mediumship. But the spirit guide that does the mediumship is separate from the spirit artist guide, and I just asked for them to come forward, and then this amazing guide that just started helping my hand to draw the spirit person. I can't see the spirit world, but they just guide my hand.
Okay, all right. So because, so first of all, before I continue with you, I just realized that there are people joining and watching us. So good evening, Pamela. Good evening, Fran. Thank you for being here. Good evening, Phil. And I know that Pamela is saying she's seen many of your drawings, Deb, and they are amazing. I totally agree. Pam is so lovely, and it just came back tonight. It is through one of Deb's students that I found out the live correspondence of my guide, my gatekeeper, was actually a living archbishop at the Vatican in the 1400th century, and I found out all about his history, and he's now stepped forward, and he works with me when I do healing. And since that has happened, obviously I don't tell this story to all of my clients, of course, and they are all saying now how more how stronger and powerful my healing is. But I haven't done anything different. It's just that the guide has stepped in, and he's so beautiful, and he comes with a lot of love and compassion. And it's thanks to Francesca, this student of Deb's, that I got to find out what he looks like on a drawing, and I was able to actually match with his one of his tombstones with his headstone and everything, and it's like the match of the drawing of Francesca. So how amazing is that? Honestly, so beautiful. I was being blown away, and actually I've put him in a special slot that is, he's very well looked after now. Yes, and Phil is saying, Deb is a wonderful artist as well. So sorry, I interrupted you earlier on. So
That's okay.
Yes, you were saying about being a spirit artist. So say, for instance, if I don't want you to give away everything. Of course, if people are interested, they will be able to join you. So first of all, when is it that you're running your sessions?
I do many different classes. A lot of the classes I do are mediumship practice, but I do have these people that come to do the drawing as well. And I have a few people, spirit artists, that come in to draw and practice, like Francesca. Yeah.
Oh yes, yeah, of course, beautiful. So, say for instance, if I wanted to join, and all I can paint is probably sunshine and hills. That's as far complicated as I can go. So, what would you suggest me to do to start drawing?
Okay. There are some places that are on the YouTube and the Google where you can look up how to do the drawing. But I do a PDF which my friend Caroline Cole made up for me. I still use her one, but I'm allowed to post it. I'm allowed to share it. So it just breaks it all down.
Breaks it all down. How beautiful. I
Yeah.
mean, now, have you been an artistic person in life in the past? I'm not taking away your, spirit artist thing, but in general, have you? Because with you and Sandra wanted to pick on different levels of working with spirit, basically, because you see, to me, being an artist means, maybe drawing, music. There is so many ways of, poetry, drama, and so on and so forth. And, there are so many ways to express our own soul and our inspiration, which in this particular case, it's closely linked to spirit. Have you been a spirit? Do you feel that you've been always a bit of a artist person, so to call it?
I have been an artist. I've done drawing for quite a long time, since I was a child, but it does mess up being a spirit artist, because you want to change what they're giving you. You're fighting with it at the beginning.
Oh my
So
gosh, is that
yeah.
right? Oh, wow, very interesting. So, Val, good evening, Val. I hope you're well, and thank you for joining us. So, I'm just checking. No news from. She's gone at the moment, so hopefully she'll be able to join us soon.
I hope so.
So yes, you were saying, and so isn't that interesting that it's like knowing, I don't know, maths, and then you get an inspiration from God that tells you 2 plus 2 is 5, and you say, no, it's 4. Is that the sort of thing, isn't it?
Yeah, it's very similar, yes.
Yeah, I understand that. So, what is, what is to you that spirit wants to convey through inspiring you with the drawing? Is there, because you are obviously a medium as well as a spirit artist, it's probably they are complementary. They don't exclude each other, obviously.
Yeah, definitely.
Is there a difference in the way spirit expresses itself other than telling you what to do? Do you see the picture and then you draw, or you just hands goes?
I don't see the picture or the person, but as I'm drawing the picture, if something doesn't go quite right, like the eye's not quite right, then there's a problem with the eye or the mouth or the nose. It's how you draw, which brings in the person that's in spirit's problems or ailments they would have had.
Ah,
Yeah.
wow,
Yeah.
wow. So it's so interesting. Do you think that there are special essences that comes through to you while you draw the person?
Yes, you can really feel the person that's coming. You can feel their emotions, like you do with mediumship. It works the same way. It's and they
Ah,
do change and alter as you're becoming more connected to the spirit art side of
mm.
things. Yeah.
Right, right. Yes. I mean, obviously, if anyone has any questions, please feel free to, post a comment or anything. And so, for did you, as a medium, did you have? I mean, to be honest with you, of these days and age, it doesn't really matter. But did you have any formal training in mediumship, or it was just like direct connection?
It was just I was taken to the church, and then I was sitting in the audience, and then I could hear the person speaking to the medium before the medium said anything. So like, I should be up there doing this, shouldn't I?
Wow.
Yes, yes,
And you know when you know, isn't it?
yes,
It's
yes,
just so
definitely.
beautiful. It's just so beautiful.
Mm.
So, what has been the most significant, so to say, drawing that you've done? One that has blown you away, basically.
Actually, a friend of mine that is on the actual chat, Phil Shaw. I was working with Phil Shaw on Bogner Zoom when I first started out, and Bogner gave me the opportunity to start doing the art. And Phil said to me at the end or during that I'd drawn the person that he could see. So that gave me like, well, it worked. So that's the best thing I can think of. Yes.
Beautiful, beautiful. That
Mm.
sounds so amazing. And Phil is a wonderful friend, but is an amazing medium. He also does trance, and I have had the honor to have a reading from him, and I was being blown away. With his guide and everything. So Pamela is saying, I went to a spirit art workshop and I was worried because I can't draw, but I was surprised by what I produced.
Yes. Yes,
Do
definitely.
you find this? Sorry, I see that Sandra is trying to connect. So I'll just leave her there to sort out because I think she's got an issue at her end.
Yeah.
Um, Sorry, carry on. Sorry, I'm
Oh, no,
distracted.
that's okay. Yeah, no, it's I just read her. It's about allowing the spirit guide to draw through you and using your breath to calm the mind and calm the body. It works the same way as mediumship, but it's allowing your hand to be guided, and that's the struggle.
That takes me back to when I was, although I had connection to spirit, but always, obviously, I trained with an SNU teacher, very good one. And I remember the days where I was getting all these messages, but I wasn't trusting enough to say it. And that was at the very beginning, And this is probably one of the major gaps, challenges, rather, I should say, when you are training as a medium in a circle to try and trust your gut feeling and just say what comes to your mind rather than questioning it, because at that point you've got your ego coming in and that disturbs the connection. So I suppose this is exactly what happens with drawing as well. You need to trust that
Yeah.
the hand knows what it's doing, basically. Is that right?
Yes, yes, it does. It does. I was in a church doing it with Francesca, actually. We worked together in person. And there's a
Yeah.
man in the audience I could see my hand being connected with the guide, and the guide's actually moving my hand, his hand's up on my hand, doing the drawing. So I didn't know that, but I thought I could feel the feelings. Just give it a
Mm,
try. Yeah. Yeah.
wow, interesting. So we have Christine joining us as well tonight. Thank you, Christine, for being here with us tonight. And I don't know whether I said Pat Plummer, she also has been joining us tonight. So would you be able to do some demonstration maybe tonight with a
Yeah.
couple of drawings, maybe? Yes?
Yes, yes, I've got it all prepared, ready.
So if you are open in the audience, whether on YouTube or Facebook, and you are open to a drawing message from Deb, can you please pop a message to say that you're open to a message, that you want to connect, and please connect, as you're setting the intention to getting a message, just send it up there and invite spirit to come close to you so that you facilitate Deb's link. So Phyllis is saying, my demo with Deb was amazing. We had a great connection and I loved working with her special talent. And, like, this is why I've been wanting to invite Deb. And actually, we had previous dates, but didn't work out at the time due to commitments. Val is saying, I couldn't draw to save my life, but surprised myself greatly at a spirit art workshop, not only by the drawing, but the information for the sitter as well. And so Fran, and so can you see the messages, Deb? Or so I'm actually, I can highlight the comment, perhaps.
Okay. Just going to get the pastels ready. I do use soft pastels. I'm just getting them ready.
Yeah, no. Just take your time.
Okay.
And so let me see what's going on here.
I can put the camera down to the paper as well so people can see what's happening.
Yes.
So that's good. Getting the bits to pop together.
Oops, I should have. Okay, it's Sandra saying that the app is not collaborating, not able to join in. I'm very, very sorry, Sandra. It's like I was so looking forward to having you. So we have Pat, she's open. Fran, she's open to message.
Okay.
And so you can go to anyone you want. So I don't need to tell you what to do, by the way.
I'll see who's going to come forward. Shall I put the camera down for a minute to the paper? Then it's a bit shaded though. I haven't got the right light.
Okay, fine. Yeah, of course. I can put you in the background. I can put you in the background. Okay, so she's in a backstage.
I'll put the camera down. Okay. Yeah.
Absolutely. Oh, that's lovely.
This is how I do it on my dam. So okay, I don't know who I'm going to go to yet. It could be with anybody that's in the chat box there, but I've got a gentleman that's coming forward, and I do feel that this person, I do feel he has a problem with his the I feel a bit of sort of fuzzy on my head, in my forehead area. So I do feel there's a problem there. I don't know if this is dementia or confusion, or it just could be where they're poorly in the head there of an ailment. But they're not telling me what he had. But I know he's got a lovely way of a lovely sense of feeling with him. A very gentle, very nice, positive gentleman. He's saying positive gentleman. I know that he's an older age. I do feel that this lovely gentleman. I do feel that he's quite a bit bubbly with his. He's a bit of a joker, likes to have a little bit of a giggle and a laugh. He's not he's very easygoing, he's saying. I do feel there's also a G name. It sounds like Graham, but I don't think it's Graham. It could be Graham, but I know there's a name like that they're giving me. I do feel that somebody around on the earth plane has problems with their fingers, because my hands keep going, and so I've got like a trigger finger. So I know that they're talking also about a holiday, but there's also memory of a holiday also in a campsite. I know that there's a campsite because it's all closed in, so the person's safe. The children are safe, so they can run around quite freely. I do feel this man is dad, but we'll see.
It's quite impressive how the picture comes along pretty quickly, actually, isn't it?
This is very fast, it is. Yes. I know that there's also a bowls green. I don't think somebody would play bowls, or there's some sort of another game. But I am seeing the actual game where they've got the silver balls. The silver, they're like little silver balls, but they are definitely of a silver color. They're not like the bowls. They are definitely, and there are a few of these little. They've threw the one ball, but they've got to hit this one. So I know they're talking about somebody that plays. I don't feel it's bowls, but it could be somebody that also plays a game like this. Okay, I know the man would have had his hair going like this when he was younger, sort of that sort of a hairstyle. If you can see, yes, you can see the whole picture. But I do feel it's given me the impression of like the Scooby Dooby Doo sort of thing. Because we in the UK we have Scooby Doo, which is like a cartoon. But I'm
Yes.
seeing a blonde hair on a gentleman. So I know that he would have been fair. I don't know if he would have been. I feel he would have gone. The hair would have gone a little bit up the sides here. So I do feel he wouldn't have had quite so much hair at the sides here. It's sort of around here. I do feel he would have reached older age, because he's giving me that impression. But he wants to be drawn at a young age. It's given me a feeling also in my throat that I would have had a problem with swallowing towards the end, and I do feel I've got a problem saying goodbye at the end. I feel I could see and I could hear, but it wasn't as though I could respond. This is with the gentleman that I'm drawing. Okay.
Can anybody take any of these details that that's been given out so far by Deb?
Okay.
Let's see if there is anybody that.
They could be overseas or they could be well travelled. I do feel this person would have travelled. He's showing me like a caravan, like a static caravan, one that would be sitting on like a base or with the feet coming down.
Oh, it's Sandra's dad. It's Sandra's. Maybe Sandra, you were not meant tonight to be with us. You were meant to receive a message.
Yeah, that's why then, Sandra.
Now we know why you couldn't access.
Yes, this is why. Could have done it at the same time then as well. You could have come in and done it. I don't mind. He's a bit of a joker, very happy man. But you understand that, my lovely? And
Yes,
I know that he's
I
giving me.
think she does.
Yes, I do feel he would have got a little bit of a suntan because I've got trying to put a pink on his cheeks, but it won't go on my pencil, so I'm not going to put it too bright. But would you understand one of you getting sunburn, a little bit too sunburn, and being a little bit? He's saying red raw, but I do feel it would have been a little bit tender, not like red raw, but tender. And I feel it's on somebody's shoulders as well. He's got a lovely sense of humour and he keeps giggling. It's not me giggling, it's him.
She's saying yes.
He's saying yes, and understand that. Oh, that's lovely, my darling. He's also given me I'm seeing a push bike, but I'm seeing something being pulled behind it. I don't know if this is something like a it's like you can get these sleds that you have at Christmas time. He's definitely a joker, definitely, because I'm seeing like a float, something was got like a it's got like the bit here which you can sitting, and you sit in the middle here, and you've got this side bit here which you can hold on to. It's a little bit like a toboggan, but not a toboggan. Would you understand somebody that would like the winter sports, Sandra? Because I do for the toboggan and the winter sports, like the going down the you're saying the slalom now. So I know that they're talking about going down between the flags and avoiding these flags.
Keep in mind that with StreamYard, there is always a 10-15 seconds delay in the answers coming up. So that's why sometimes if it takes a little while to come back to you when you ask questions.
Oh yeah, definitely. Oops. I just got rolling onto the floor. Okay. He's giving me but I do feel there's giving me somebody that would wear a jewelry, but I know he would have a man's watch on. It's saying about the time. Discovered the winter yet with you. There we go.
Wow.
Lovely. Thank you. So I know that he's talking about getting out into the. I don't know if you've been somewhere where it's really cold as well, because I don't know if there's a lot of snow there one time, or you've been somewhere where there's a lot of snow. Because now he's showing me a snow scene. Okay. But I know that he's also saying about that you to have some time to yourself as well, Sandra, because I know that he's saying that you've been quite busy recently, doing a lot of things that you're wanting to do, and it's about having time to do your physical things that you want to do. I do feel the hair would have been darker when he was some people with a dark head. I know it's man. There's a blonde haired man, but also this darker haired gentleman, because the hair has gone grey, but it's like a yes, you're always busy.
She's referring to the snow. So I
Ah, oh, lovely. Yes, yes.
and next, yes, she's always busy.
Yes, definitely. Because I know that he will get quite into the winter sports, because he's getting quite excited. But he's also shouting at the TV for a different sport. But I don't know if this is football or a different. I don't know if it's football. Doesn't feel like quite it's football. I might have a little bit wrong there. It could
Maybe
be.
American football.
Yeah, I think it's more American football. It's a bit more like knocking into each other, and he's laughing because he's trying to. He's moving my body to make me sort of do something like that. They're ramming somebody. I also feel there would be somebody that would have had a bit of a speech impediment or a stutter at one time, because I just stuttered a little bit, and I feel that would be relevant for somebody that's also within the family or a close friend, because it feels quite close. He's giving me headaches on one side. He liked to dance as a young man. Oh, that's why I'm jiggling about on my chair. That'll be why. Okay, that's what it is. Okay. Just feeling what he wants to say. And I know that he has a lot of things he wants to say. But it's yes, he develops a speech impediment. Oh, there we go, after the stroke. I did feel that it was a problem. So that's why he was telling me, doing that with me then. Thank you, Sandra. Okay. Would you want time to stand the arthritic fingers, or fingers like a trigger finger? Because I know they're bringing me back to my hands again. So I know that there was something to do with the hands, or a trigger finger that we bent, but it would have been released. Because he's talking about something being released. Okay. I do for that as a second meaning. He's talking about family members and things that are happening within the family, and a lot of things happening within a school environment too, Sandra. And it's about I do feel they're talking about going to the school and having a discussion or talk to somebody. It's affected his writing as well. Ah, there we go. I do feel the coordination would have been a little bit out, but I didn't say that. But thank you for that. That's what you were giving me, my darling. Okay. It's given me also Philip, or a surname. Yes, lots of things happening in the family. I feel there's lots. It's like there's one thing after another, but it's for different family members. It's not all with the one person. But I know that he's around, and he's really he's by your side. He puts his hand on your shoulder sometimes, because you need that support, and also a bit more strength for certain parts of your life at the moment, at this present time. But things are starting to settle down, he's saying. But you're starting to really recognize what is happening, and you've got more of a free reign of how to sort it now. You understand what to do. His words. All what I'm saying is from him, though. I don't really know what I'm talking about, which is normal, isn't it? Okay. He is giving me a garden, and he's giving me the high fence, but he's giving me like a wooden panel fence. But he's also talking about having a driveway fitted, or the drive. Because I know he's talking about the drive. Okay. He is starting to give me a problem with my tummy, but I do feel this would be somebody that's on here that he wants to say to somebody that they trust their gut feelings as well, because I do feel the problem with the tummy is also the sensory feeling that they have. Because even in the physical life, that this person is starting to really sense things around it, but they don't really understand it. But you can understand it and explain things to them. Okay. He's smiling. He's very happy. You can understand that, Sandra. Thank you, my love. He loves you very much, my darling, and you know that he's around you. He's also talking about you going to the shops and seeing something from the window. I don't know if you've been in to buy it yet, but he's saying you need to treat yourself if you haven't already bought it. This thing that you was looking at, I feel it's more like with the clothes. I feel it's more like a jacket. But I know it's clothing that he's talking about. It's to talk about somebody's birthday that's coming up as well, a celebration. I'm going to put your name on the paper so I can send it on to Daniela. So give it to you, my darling.
Sure. Thank you.
Thank you, my lovely.
You know, there is something really, really amazing about you, Deb, as you're giving the message. I feel like this wave of peace and calm and relaxation, and I just want to go quiet and just let that energy infuse the whole room, you know, and it's so beautiful. Look at that. So beautiful, so beautiful.
I turned it around because it was doing a headstand just now, so I turned it around for you.
Yeah, it can be seen. It can be seen. So today it's her daughter's birthday.
Ah, there we go. Wow. Thank you, Sandra, for letting me know that. I just feel this really happy feeling, and it was something special, and it's even more special because it's your daughter's birthday.
Correct.
So, yeah.
Yes. I think this is your day, Sandra, you know, to receive, not to give. Although I know you were looking forward to be with us, but it is what it is. And, you know, I'm sure we will try and organize some other dates for you, Sandra. But it's so lovely. And thank you. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for that, Deb. Would you like to try another one?
Yeah, can do. Yeah, I'll do another one. Yes, yes.
Yes, thank you.
Yes. Okay, okay. There we go. Let's put that there. Okay. And then we get a drink. We have a quick drink. I'd like to clear the channel.
Yes, take your time. Yeah, and it's just so lovely that we the retention of people joining us and staying. It's quite lovely actually, and I know that.
Yes,
it's a special, you know, it's a special evening, and
it is amazing how it works. I just put the essence of onto the paper. That's what the pastel.
Absolutely, yes. Oh, so what is it that you use? Pastel.
I use the soft pastels. Yes.
Pastel. Is that the best that you need to use?
They are the best ones, really. The other ones are a little bit too hard. You can't really smudge or blend the oil pastels. But they're very messy. It can be very messy. That's the only drawback with doing but it's having it all prepared and having some wipes nearby.
Sure, I understand.
Yeah.
See, even that is very important, right?
Oh yes, definitely. Yes. It's I know the lady that I've got. I know this lady here is very artistic, but I do feel there's a creative side to this lady that I'm drawing. Somebody here on the actual link here would have either them or because now when doing the eye, I feel somebody would put the pencil across and down over here too. So with the dark eye pencil, they would make the top eyelid come over and down. So I know that there's wearing the mascara, the eyeliner would be they would really make their eyes stand out like over here as well. So but I know the lady I've got here might not be doing that, so I'm going to put that into, because she has got a few little slight wrinkles, but we don't put the wrinkles on. We try to hide the wrinkles. I don't like the wrinkles. They like to they come. It's making sure that they are actually as they are recognised, and this is what I always ask for the person that I'm drawing to be recognised. and it always asks for a strong, clear communicator. Okay, so it always helps. My voice is starting to go, so I feel the lady that I've got also has a problem with her throat. But I do feel there's also somebody here that's had the colds that we get now are much more different than they used to be. And I feel somebody's had quite a tough time with a cold. I've ever got somebody's mum here. She's a happy, smiley lady. And she's trying to show her teeth, but when you're doing teeth, you don't put all the teeth in. You just just get the impression that the teeth are there. But I know that she's smiling and she's got a lovely, 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 happy feeling. This lady, I do feel this is mum. A very soft, gentle voice this lady has. So I know she would be a little bit hard to hear when she started to. I think she struggled in the end to hear herself. So I feel this is also a part of her problem. Okay. I know she would have her hair done regularly, but I feel that her hair was straight. You know, she would have her hair like curled, or she would have it hot brushed. I know there's a hot brush here being used, but it's also the old sort of hot brush, not the more recent one. Okay. She's given me the impression of a gentleman that's also stepping forward, but I want to stick to the lady. If the gentleman comes in, sometimes they can come into the drawing. So I'm trying to see if they can step back a little bit. I know that she's got a very lovely skin, this lady. It's a little bit like a porcelain sort of colour to it because it's a little bit on the pale side. But I know that this is what she would have always had. She would have had this lovely, pale, lovely, delicate skin. Because I know that she's always looked after herself, always used a face cream, and always okay, what colour hair? I'm really drawn to the brown. So she's coming through as a younger age. I do feel that there's a picture of this lady, and she's just standing by a beautiful tree with beautiful pink flowers. It's a little bit like a hydrangea, but I don't know if it is a hydrangea, but I know it's a lovely, really big, really beautiful, big flowered bush that she's standing by. I do feel the lady would colour her hair, change her hair. So I know that she's I know that somebody I've got dark hair, but I've been drawn to do the brown hair. So I feel the lady or a lady here would have dark hair, darker than the colour that I'm doing. But I feel the colour hair would be from the other relative, from the father's side. Her words. Okay. Your mum had beautiful hair, beautiful skin, and was artistic and had problems speaking at the end, and was hearing aids. Ah, there we go. Thank you, Pamela. That's amazing. I do for the lady that I've got, I know that she's giving me the impression of the flowers, but would you understand bringing the flowers in, Pamela, my lovely? Because I feel she would bring flowers in, but she would also buy flowers. If she saw some flowers that would go into the garden, and she could use the garden, she could do the garden. I thought she found it hard towards the end, but I know that she was putting flowers in the garden. But I know that she would have bought flowers. She would have had certain ones. She's given me like big carnations. Also, also given me the name of Rose. Would you understand the name of Rose at all, my lovely? And she's saying my lovely too, so I know that she would call you all these lovely pet names, all these lovely names she would call you. She wouldn't always call you by your name. She would give you like a pet name. Would you understand that, Pamela? I just feel this lovely closeness coming in as she's drawing closer. Yes, she loved flowers, especially the roses. And you could take rose. Oh, that's perfect. Thank you, my darling. I'm doing brown eyes, but would you understand blue eyes as well for a gentleman? Because you're giving me a blue-eyed gentleman as well that she's talking about. I know that she wants to talk about this lovely gentleman. I know this gentleman would have also, that would have looked after her, would have held her by her arm, supported her as well, because she would have had a little bit hard to walk around a little bit.
Dad had blue eyes, she says.
Ah, there we go. Because I did feel it could be that she's talking about. So thank you there, Daniela. I get carried away doing the drawing.
Yeah, exactly. No, I understand.
Yeah, perfect. Thank you. I know she had a twinkle in her eye, but I know the gentleman did as well because his eyes would like twinkle with a mischievous sort of glint in his eyes. Sometimes she's saying. She's also talking also about going out because she's talking about a place that would have a river. I see it as a river, but I feel it would have a quite a wide space where this water would stop at. She was smiley, and that was a charmer. That's what I felt. I thought it could swoon the birds from the trees. Is what I'm hearing. You got a lovely, lovely smile. Okay, and she's talking about flora, but I do feel that's also something to do with margarine. But she would like butter. But it's also talking about the margarine. I don't know really. Um, yeah, follow the ladies. I do feel that yeah, he had like a cheeky side to him, and he would pull your mum's legs. Yeah, she's like it'll always keep her on her toes. This is how I'm feeling. um, I know there's also music and dancing. I know that he'd like to stand at the bar and talk to the gentleman at the bar, but she would always catch his eye and he would come back and then take her on the dance floor. I do feel that they would like to dance together. I don't feel that there's like dancing to the old sorts of dancing as well. It's like dancing to the waltz and holding her in his arms. She will sometimes catch his toes. She's laughing, but I know that there's I don't know if she was shorter than your dad, but she's talking. She's on tiptoe now. um. Okay.
So she was a dancer in her younger years.
Ah, there we go. There we go. Oh, that's lovely. That's lovely. Would you understand, Pamela, about going to see a show? Because I'm wiping my finger to get some to bring her closer to me. And yeah, she was smaller than your dad, and that's why. Because I feel like I'm going on tiptoes to reach him and to kiss him give him a kiss on the cheek, sort of thing. So it's a little bit of a short in there. Okay, my darling. Very giggly, very happy lady. I know she's always smiling because you said so, but I do feel she has such a gentle energy, such a gentle, caring lady. Very, very passionate about family and looking after family. Family was everything, and she's still the same. And you're just like her. She's very proud of you, Pamela, because you are just like her with your ways. Very family orientated. Yes, and a wonderful mum. You're also very caring, not only to your family, but also to the friends and family that you know, because she's talking about your friends as well. Um, okay. She's given me a picture of her in a very pretty flowery dress. You're very much like your mum. That's what she's saying. They're now saying another quote: "The apple doesn't fall far from the tree." I've heard these quotes. Um, okay. Would you understand? I don't know if she's giving me like the spirograph. I don't even remember the spirograph. When they have these things that you pin down, you've got these little holes and you pin it in place, and then you have like a squirrely thing here, and you put the pencil in, and you go round and round and you form a flower. Because I feel that there's memories of making a pattern, then colouring it in. But I'm talking about that. She's also bringing in somebody that does colouring in for the pictures as well. Yeah, that's it. You remember the spirograph because I know that she's talking about the things that you liked when you was young, and she's also given me roller skates. But she's given me the roller skates that have the bit that you pull across. And there's the metal bit here, and then you have the back bit with the bit that's you do it up around your ankle. The old roller skates with not the ones you have now, the boot-like ones. But she's
She,
talking about the old metal ones.
she says she does coloring even now as well.
Oh, there we go. That's what I had, didn't we? We said that, didn't we, just now? Because I'm
Yeah.
seeing pictures and colouring it in with felt tips.
Mm.
There we go. Okay, she's really enjoying reminiscing of your childhood and your time together. And she's also talking about I don't even remember. She's talking about being in the garden and somebody was I don't know if this was of a hose pipe, but that's like some sort of a water fight or something to do with water. You remember the roller skates? Yep. You're doing the colouring now, so that's perfect. I don't know if this is going back or if it's actually recently, but she's given some sort of a water fight, or I do feel there's a hose pipe as well, though. Um, and she's given me when the ice cream van comes, it's like ice cream. I want an ice cream. I want an ice cream. I'm running after the ice cream truck. She has a lovely, lovely way with her. She wants to really give you lots of memories to remember her by. My face is getting very choky, very sort of croaky again. So I do feel that she wants to say to you to look after yourself, but you already do that, she's saying. But she knows that you are, because she's around you all the time. She does visit you often. Would you understand about having the hedgerow cut or something to do with the hedgerow? You have ice cream together. There we go. Because I know bringing in the ice cream truck is very, very important because, oh, and she's talking about the ice cream that you have, but it's like like a cone and you've got the ice cream in the middle here, and it's got the wafers either side. I know they're talking about, good, what they call it now. I had it in my head a minute ago and it's gone again.
I'm sure it'll come back.
Yes, I'm sure it will do in a minute.
Yeah.
Yes, definitely. She's given me the impression now of a memory now of this as a centerpiece of a wedding too. The ice cream man would stop outside the house. There we go. I know it would be very, because I did see the ice cream van and it did, and I know the windows then and he's serving, but I know the gentleman would also know you, the person that does the ice cream. You got to know you all in the air because you'd always come for the ice cream whenever you could. So I know that he enjoyed that, seeing you all again. Okay. He's given me rock and roll. No, okay, he's given me rock and roll. I've got a gentleman. Your dad's stepping in. Love your dad's in spirit, my lovely, but I've got a gentleman talking about. I don't know what I said. What did I say, Daniela?
You said that the father is stepping in as well now.
Yes, because he's just talking. He's talking about, we just had a car with the bonnet up, and you'd be able to being able to change the spark plugs, but also breaking down on a hill. I don't know if this was with him or you, but he's talking about a car breaking down on a bit of a slope. But I do feel that everything was fine. The brake was holding, but it's trying to jump start the car on a hill. Okay. He's giving me the impression that it was quite quick when he passed. I don't know if you'll understand that, my lovely, but I know that he doesn't want to reminisce on that. But he's talking about a holiday also that he's want to bring forward to you. Yes, he had a car when we were young, but you don't drive. Okay, no, that's fine, my darling. But he's talking about when he was driving. Oh, that's different. It's all about a lock. You know the old locks with the I keep this is how it happens sometimes. And you've got the lock here, and you have to open the gate, and you've got to turn the wheel to open put the water in and the water out. But it's talking about this. I do feel this is also symbolic. So I do feel it's not about you getting on a holiday, but I do feel this is reminiscing. But I do feel there's some like Holland or somewhere that have these little rivers that it's also bringing in. You live near the locks. There we go. Oh wow. Yes, he's bringing you lovely memories. But he's bringing the lock in. I know, but they are together, and he's beside her. I do feel they're holding hands. Because I do feel they're holding hands. I feel my hands being held by this lovely gentleman. I do feel that he'd like to be in his shorts, but I know that he's always a very well-dressed man. Whenever they went out together, they dolled up to the nines, and he loved to have her on his arm. And he wants to say they're still doing this. They're still going out to the dancing, and they're really enjoying life up there. But they are around you often. They do come to visit, and you know that they are there. It could be Mum's brother as he went to Amsterdam. Oh, there we go. Yeah, I do feel, that's what it is, isn't it, my darling? Do you want to do one together, Daniela?
Yeah, sure, of course. If you're up for it, because you've done.
Yes, I don't mind if you want to start drawing, and I'll link into what you do if you like.
Okay, yeah, let's do that. So do you
Yeah,
want to start? You mean you
yeah,
start with the drawing and
yeah.
then I'll start, you
Or
know.
if you start doing the meet, I could link into your person if you like. If you want to do it that way for a change,
Okay,
if you
okay,
want to.
right. Yeah,
Okay,
let's do
take
that.
your time.
Let's do that. Okay.
Okay, okay.
So I'm having a gentleman coming through. He is showing himself in his 70. He's got a higher forehead. He lost some hair, but he still has some on the side. He's showing brown eyes and a bit of a slimmer face. I don't know whether you're picking up the same thing.
Yes, yes, I am. I'm feeling him coming close. Yes.
Yes, yes,
Yeah.
yes. And so this is quite exciting. I've never worked with the spirit artist
That's
before.
why I thought that they said to ask you to work with them.
I don't know how it works. You see, so yeah.
Yeah, just carry on talking, and I'll come in when you want me
Right.
to.
Okay. So
Mm.
he's given me a name as Mark. I don't believe that it is actually his name, but I think the name might resonate for whoever is following us right at the moment. And I understand that he's showing me driving one of those old-fashioned. I think it's a Ford car from the 60s. It was like dark yellow, like almost brownish kind of car. Um, and I believe that the roof might be would come off basically as a sunroof. So he's saying that that was the best years for him, that he remember when he was young. He's describing himself as a father, an uncle, and he really loved his nephews. So I take he would have had many, and he missed very much his wife. I think the wife went before him. She would have passed with cancer, and he never really recovered from the moment she went. So I don't know whether anyone can take any of these details at the moment, and so as there is the picture coming along as well, which is truly beautiful. And so, do you want to say anything else, perhaps?
Okay, my lovely, I can do, my darling. Yep, I do feel there's a problem with one of his eyes. I feel one eye. I do feel there's a problem with it. So I do feel that it's not quite the same as this one. So I do feel that the right eye. It could be the left on the other side because it does change around, doesn't it?
I feel as well that he might have had some hearing issues, or just in one of his ears, actually, not both. Oh, Monica, Monica says she can take everything.
Oh,
So
lovely. Oh, that's good.
that's good. So, okay. So, Monica, I feel that Dad would have been very, very close to you, and you always were very close, and you would be the one going to him, for advice. And he was a man with a lot of patience, and he always worked very hard in life to try and provide for the family when you were little.
I've got like a feeling that the gentleman, I don't think this is your dad, but I've got a gentleman that has his hair that goes over. I do feel that there's somebody that would have had a bit more of a loss of hair, but I don't feel this is your dad. I feel this is somebody else. But this could be your dad, but the hair being a little bit on the shoulder side at the top here. I do feel that would you understand a military side to this gentleman, Monica? I do feel there's like a very strong character here, as though it's been brought up very strong with the forces. Do you feel that at all, Daniela?
Yes, I think the military was a bit of a pattern actually in the family. So I think that will have been there would have been a few military men in the family going down a few generations. For certain, I see granddad. Um, perhaps taking part to the war, and I am shown actually a medal with I think it's like 3 points or even four, but I think it's 3 points, and it's made of gold with a blue ornament on it as well. It's actually made of vernice. So it was. So I don't know whether Monica would have recollection or if this object has been passed down the generations in the family. About granddad having fought the war, and to being in the army, but not for a long time. Okay, it's good. And so obviously we can see your name, Monica. I'm not quite sure you said where you're from, but when I see the war, it's actually down the Netherlands on the border with Belgium, and I see that sort of area and the family connection. So I know it's definitely Northern European. I think there might be some connection to Russia as well, somewhere in the family. Either either of the grandparents or father traveled to Russia, but I know that there is a connection with that geographical area as well.
This kid giving me also like a blue eyes, but I think the blue eyes is with the family, but it's to the side married into the family. But this is an in-law that you would understand, Monica. I do know the gentleman I've got that here. I do feel that he's quite very strong man, but I do feel he holds himself very to himself. You know, a very private gentleman. Yeah, the man came from Denmark. There we go. Wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
Obviously, during the war, a lot of military have been displaced to other countries as well. So I had the feeling that that would be the kind of area, you know, they would have fought during the war as well. Oh, granddad of the husband, of Monica's husband. Okay. That makes sense.
Yes, definitely. I know there's also a feeling of a lady very close to this gentleman that's also sort of putting their toe in. But I do feel that she's allowing the man to have free reign and to talk, but she's just saying that she's here. I do feel this is a grandmother. But I know that there's a little bit of a likeness of a lady in the picture too, so I might have two people in this picture. We've got like a feminine feeling to the lady.
Lost wife before his one dead. So yeah, it did feel that's one of the things I did say, didn't I? That wife would have gone before, and did she go with? I feel it would have been perhaps breast cancer. I feel that she would have had issues with undead.
Okay.
She would have had issues with her digestive tract as well. And I feel that the granddad would have like really tender to her.
Yes. She's giving me a memory. She's given me. She's given me a memory of a zoo, a visit to like an animal park. I don't know if you'll understand that, Monica. But I'm seeing like I don't feel like tigers, but I'm seeing like a tiger. But I do feel that there's a link with animals and big cats with what she's bringing in. Um,
Yeah, I can see a zoo as well. Yes, you're right.
yes, yes,
Yeah,
yes,
I can see wild animals. Yes, yes,
yes, yes,
definitely.
yes.
I can see trips being taken on a regular, yes, to cats. Okay.
There we go. Yeah, the cat made a meow, didn't it, as well? Your
Mhm,
pretty cat made a meow. Yeah, the big cats. I do feel that she did like the tigers. I'm also seeing like a panther, but I do feel that's the power that is behind the cats. That is what she's bringing in. Um,
mhm. She was sick in the torso area because she makes
there we
me
go.
see that it's around the breast area. So if it's not the breast, would be the torso. But she was showing me around here visually. Um,
Would you understand that as sort of an ailment around you? That's somebody had that sort of a. I know I had to bring the breast cancer in, but I do feel somebody here that's had that sort of I don't know if it's more of a scare or treatment still being looked into. I don't know if you'll understand that, Monica. But
yeah.
yeah,
Yeah, I can feel that there has been worry, but it's actually something that hopefully will be solved. But I see a lot of hospital visits, and I see literally even Monica either being with someone going to hospital. I can see Monica entering, even a surgery. So yes, to cancer. Okay, right. So she confirmed that.
yes,
Yeah. Monica, I feel that I can see visually that you've been attending you've been either with someone else or you've been attending a surgery or going to hospital. I can see like the entrance of this medical center made of all glass and doors made of glass. And it's quite a lovely building, actually. So um, I can see that spirit is showing me you attending some appointments. Um,
would you understand at all? I've got like a this won't come out. But would you understand somebody would have had a scar on their face? So I don't feel it's a lady, but this line won't come out. So I know this is there's a reason behind this line on the face, but I do feel it's could be with a gentleman because I've
yeah,
got like a feeling with my of them.
I agree with that,
Mm,
Deb. I feel
mm,
that that was a small scar, not so visible, because basically it was an accident when he was a child that left the face slightly scarred, and through the years it was lesser and lesser visible, nevertheless still visible.
yes, yes, definitely. And I'm getting a very sore hand. I don't tell me, so somebody's hurt their hand or got it caught somewhere because of my fingers. It hurts in the fingers where the two middle fingers are. But I don't know. Just give me that pain. Or
Mm,
some, I'm not sure what.
yeah.
Yes, I'm wiggling my fingers.
The scar she doesn't remember. Yeah. Okay.
Okay.
I wouldn't be surprised because from what I see, it's like as you're saying, Deb. You're not sure
Mm,
because
mm,
I can see like a spirit is showing that is you can barely see it. It was barely there. So it's Monica something
mm,
that you might ask maybe family members
yeah,
um, in case they remember or they know the story. You
yeah.
know,
I feel the scar is also with somebody else, like connected to the family. So I do feel somebody has had just a slight scare here, or I don't know, something wrong with the face they've had to have some sort of doctor's appointment for. I don't think it's as bad as what is showing here because that's a little bit hard. It's not like a really bad scar, but it's something that they need to check out, or they
mm,
have already checked out.
mm,
Yes, I feel it's more here than going
yeah.
back.
I feel spirit keeps showing me that it's someone in the family had a very bad fall, and so that would have been. Thank you, Pamela, for being here. Thank you. Have a good evening. I feel that it's someone has had a bit of a tumble, And so they would have injured part of their limbs, like the arms and the hand. So this is like a memory that is being given as well.
Yes, yes, that's what I was feeling. Yeah,
Feeling good.
that explains what I was feeling. That did. Thank you, Daniela.
No, it's okay. It's like they give me always like a movie, you know, a visual, so I can tell the story basically. So let's see what Monica says.
Would you understand an old car that looks? It looks like it's got like a little bit like a Morris Minor. But I'm seeing a car that would have been with the family. It's got like the pointed wings as well. So it's got like the pointed sort of. It's more like oval than pointed. Where the lights would be at the front there. But
Yeah, it was actually the first thing he showed me when he came in. I called it a Ford, so I don't know whether.
that was right. Yes.
Yeah. So that's the Ford that he was showing me. So I don't know whether Monica can remember those details.
And as you said the Ford earlier, I had Cortina in my head. It's a Ford Cortina.
Oh, is it? Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Nice.
I just had it after you said it.
Just confirming that. So
Yeah, definitely.
yeah, the color is like, it looks like almost yellowy or like light brown kind of color. It was a bit of an unusual color. I don't know why. It's like kind of 60s kind of car, if you see what I mean, with that sort of unusual colors. Let's see if Monica wants to come back to us.
Okay. As we're waiting for Monica, I'm also getting like cuddly toy making or toy making. I'm seeing like a cat, but I do feel this is a toy that would be made. I just want a little puddy cat. We can't really see the puddy cat because it's behind the lady. But got like a teddy bear. It's a bit like it's like the cat is sitting. I'll put the ears on, and the tail was coming out and behind. But I know there's a puddy cat that they're talking about. Somebody would make these toys. I do if it's a family member that make these toys.
Monica, I don't know if I said this before, but I hear a name Mark being mentioned, and I also understand that December is a very relevant month for yourself and for the rest of the family because of past memories. So there is something that has happened once upon a time in your family that gets remembered in December, and also coming up to June. And I understand that there is a celebration. I believe that it to be a birthday and possibly a round birthday. I also see the number 30. And I do see a blue door. I think it's a dark blue door as well. So,
would you understand somebody would have had? I think it might be more now than going back, but it's also given me somebody that would have had their house converted to help them with getting a wheelchair in. Having the doors made wider. I don't know where that would come in, but do you understand that somewhere, Monica?
yeah, we're waiting for her answer.
Yeah.
It's a lovely picture.
Got a putty cat.
Oh, pussycat as well.
Putty cat coming. I got like a little grey one, but there's a bit of white on it too. There's got like a white. It's got the white on its head too, but this top it's got like a triangle at the top of the head.
And I can see some brown and some white and some black. I think it was like mixed, coated. But I can't say that it had, it was like a specific breed, so probably just a mongrel, so to say.
Yes, it's a normal putty cat.
Yeah, normal, as we would call normal pussycat.
Yeah.
Monica, let us know if you can take any of those details that we've given you. But I think we are coming towards the end. We are drawing towards the end of the evening, and that is so cute. Love that. It's like almost an angel, isn't it? An angel.
Yeah, it's like a spirit putty cat coming.
Yeah. I just love when, animals come in. Have you ever had, as a spirit artist, animals coming in actually instead of people?
Yeah, I draw animals, and I take them to the demonstrations, and I've had about 3 or 4 taken from being in person. That they've taken some of the drawings of people and animals, but they come together with the owner.
What do you think the message is normally from the animal, and what are the memories?
Shall I put the camera back up again? Yes. One more time down. I've got to turn it around. Hold on. That's normal. That always happens when I turn the camera back around again. I'm upside down.
What do you feel it's the animals? Why do they come back, and what is their message? Because obviously with humans you have so many memories. What is it that you get from animals as a spirit artist?
The animals come in, and I've done the animal communications before, rather than the drawing, and I become the animal, and what they do, and they run around and they chase their tail, and it's it's quite funny what they get up to.
It is because it's what they used to do when they were alive, really, isn't it?
Yeah.
Do they think like any specific memories, or maybe habits of what they used to do, or?
They often say when they follow their dad out, sort of they follow the actual person's coming out of the room, and they're sort of right by their side, and they've I've had one where they've jumped into a pond, into water, but they love it anyway, and then they do swimming, and they're fit on like this, they're swimming in the water. So
Oh my gosh!
I become the animal, like I do become the person.
Oh, it's so lovely! Oh, so lovely. So you do animal communication as well, then?
Yeah, I do my own communication too. They just take over. I don't know what I'm saying.
Maybe we should have you over next time sometime, and just do that as well, as an animal communicator, But I just wanted to say, it seems like Monica is not come back to us, so we'll just leave it there. I'm sure that, whichever the reason, I'm sure she will be able to come to us later on. Deb, I just wanted to say it's been super lovely. You are an amazing teacher. You can tell the way you explain things, and thank you for your time, your availability, your readings, and thank you to everyone that have joined us. Next week, I will have Nadia Bayrami joining us. She is French, but she's well-traveled and lived also in England and in Ireland. And she is a counselor, psychologist, and grief therapist. So we will be talking about those topics as well, and how to deal with, how to come through, if possible, the other side of grief, and just have some readings from her as well as a medium. And so I'm looking forward to welcoming Nadia back as well. So yes, so Deb, thank you so much. It will be lovely to have you again sometime, in the year. And is there any workshops that you will be running? Do you ever run any workshops?
Yeah, I'm going to be doing one in person, but I'm going to do one online about how to do animals and how to do the fur, because I do a Monday drawing one. Well, no, but I might do some of those. I'm doing a charity event, so that'll be what I'm doing for that's a different matter. But I am going to do an animal workshop one.
Excellent. Keep us posted, because then we will, forward and share the information for you as well. I would be really delighted to do that for you.
Thank you.
Thank you very much. So have everyone a good evening. Thank you for joining us, and I'll see you next Wednesday. Take care. Bye now.
Thank you. Bye.
Bye.
Everyone.
Bye. Bye.
Thank you. Bye. Thank you.